The Common European Framework of Reference gives you a detailed description of learners' level by skill in a language-neutral format. Just because it's language-neutral, it can be applied to any language of the world. So far, it has been designed for 38 languages. It is run and coordinated by the Council of Europe, and it allows us to create common syllabus, textbooks and examination guidelines across Europe, which is really beneficial because it makes our life easier when we want to put a student to a level regarding a foreign language. In CEFA, we have 3 bands, A, B and C. In these 3 bands, we have the basic, the intermediate and the proficient user. When we talk about how you use a language, CEFA breaks down these 3 bands into 2 parts per band. So we have A1, A2, the basic user, B1, B2, the independent user, C1, C2, the proficient user. When we say basic user, we expect from this learner to be able to convey a simple message of his choice and be able to listen and respond with simple sentences. When we have the independent user, B1 or B2, we expect this person to communicate essential points and ideas and also to be able to write and read effectively a text or a piece of information. Also in C1 and C2, the proficient user, we have a person who is fluently and flexibly able to communicate in a wide range of contexts, and also a highly proficient person who will be able to understand literature, to be able to communicate in front of audience his ideas and present his thoughts. Beyond the CEFA levels now, we need to clarify what's the purpose of the CEFA levels or what we aim at. The most important thing is that CEFA makes it easier for all of us to talk about language levels reliably and with a shared understanding. What we want to achieve through the CEFA is not only levels descriptors, but also to be able to have similar content and similar challenge in activities between the levels. So we describe language policies, we design courses, we create texts and exams, we develop learning materials and continuous self-assessment through the same principles, which is really important because traveling across Europe is happening. Students are all over the world with multicultural backgrounds, and we end up having super diverse classes. So having language levels descriptors is really important. It makes our life easier. The main purpose of CEFA is that we have learners' progress measuring in a clear and significant way. The main objectives of the CEFA is that we promote plurilingualism and diversification in the choice of languages in the curriculum. Also, we support the teacher's education, we're enhancing the quality and success in learning, and also we have transparency in testing, which is really important because it gives us a clear opportunity of how to assess our students in every level. When we talk about the CEFA values, it's really important to bear in mind what is the mindset behind the CEFA, what we achieve by teaching through these levels. The main point behind CEFA is the can-do attitude, the perception of treating the learner as a person who's able to achieve his targets. What we want to achieve is to have language as a vehicle for opportunity and success in social, educational and professional domains. So, by having this can-do attitude, we promote a positivity in our classroom and that everyone is going to be treated effectively and equally in the classroom setting. If we achieve that, we can promote gradually and smoothly democratic citizenship, cohesion and intercultural dialogue, because everyone must have an opportunity to get better. The common values between CEFA and the VIA culture lessons is the treatment and the understanding of the user learner. we understand the learner as a social agent, acting in the social world and being ready to achieve language learning targets, and at the same time being able to communicate through the language that he or she has chosen. So, what we want to do is to promote learner engagement and autonomy. If you provide clear assessment criteria and success criteria in every lesson, the students are familiar with exam requirements, they are familiar with how they're going to be treated during the lessons and how they're going to be assessed, and this gives them the independence that we need for them so as to become autonomous learners. Because the more autonomous they are, the more they would like to participate, the more responsible they will feel. They will take responsibility of their own success. And this is what CEFA allows us to do, because if you have clear criteria in every level, it's much easier to design a lesson plan, apply it, and then assess the student based on what they have been taught. So, what we want is an action-oriented approach with purposeful tasks inside the classroom that will allow the student to have an enjoyable learning process, because the happier they are, the more responsible and autonomous they feel, the more they will participate and the more engaged they would feel. So CEFA and Via Culture share the common principle of understanding the learner as a social agent, which is really important because automatically this person has rights and responsibilities within the classroom setting while the learning process is taking place. And this will make them a successful user of the language.